What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sid Simone, and I'm coming at you with another video. So in today's video, I am pretty lit currently. It is still my birthday week. It's May 22nd, and you know, I'm still celebrating because yeah, when you turn 21, your birthday is an all week, all month type of thing. So yes, I'm still celebrating a little bit, and what I want to go ahead and do, because I've been feeling very unproductive lately, is go ahead and do a little paint and sip with you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up some of the tapestries that I've been working on for my business on my bandanas, and I'm gonna go ahead and sip a little on this wine that I'm finishing up. It's Snoop Dogg's wine, Cali Red. It's pretty good. I've already been sipping a little bit, and then I'm gonna sip on some of the Chardonnay by Yosemite Road. And you know, it's your regular gas station wine, which is kind of gross but kind of okay at the same time. Only when it's cold though, honestly. And you know, I hit a couple of bowls earlier, so I'm pretty faded as is. But I'm also going to be talking about Zodiac signs, and yes, I'm going to be dragging a little bit, so y'all going to have to just deal with it. I don't care. But anyways, let's get right into it. That is pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and start painting. I got some lo-fi music playing in the background, so don't mind me. When I start dragging the Zodiac signs, I'm going to have to turn the music down. But tonight is the vibe night, and we a ride night out to the middle of the drive night, sign night, and the sign night. I got some selenite on my doorstep, and I'm about to get it real wet. No, because it dissolves when it gets wet, and we can have that going on. No way, no way. I don't know where this came from, but I'm about to get on this song, and I'm about to sing all day and all night and all Hey, what the fuck? That was random, yo. I don't know what the heck going on. I'm going. This is one of the bandanas that I'm working on for my company. What colors I should put in the holes that I'm trying to fill in, because like I can't put pink right here because then it's gonna be too much pink in this area. I don't know if I want to put pink right here. I don't know if it'll be too much pink because there's already pink here, and then I'll have to put a different color here to even it out, or I don't know. I'm a bit all over the place, but this is one of the designs. I wanted it to kind of look like a floral type of bandana almost. So yeah, I'm just gonna paint this a little bit. Today was a very productive day, and I'm very proud of myself. I actually did a lot today. I was working on this earlier, which I'm proud of, because like I said, I've been feeling very unproductive lately, so getting back to business feels great. And so many people not understanding the path that I'm on, not understanding why I'm taking the path that I'm taking, and trying so hard to persuade me to stay on the path that they want me to stay on. And let me just say, you guys, my birthday has really taught me that go for what you want, manifest anything you want into your life. Your reality is determined by you, because we are the masters of our own reality, and we can manifest anything we want into our lives. So that's what I've been doing, and people don't understand it, and they don't even like it. But it doesn't fucking matter because it's my life. It's coming out pretty well. I can't wait until it's like full and like just thriving. I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah. So let me go ahead and get my wine so I can start talking my shiz naive, because I'm about to start dragging you guys' zodiac signs. Okay, so where should we start? I'm gonna try to go in the order of them, because now that I know a little bit more about astrology, I think I know the order of which they go in. So I guess we'll start with Aries. So what can I say about Aries? I don't really know many Aries. I know one girl who I used to be cool with in high school, and she was an Aries, and they say that Aries have bad tempers, but I never really, like, her temper was pretty moderate. Like, I never really seen her go off or anything like that. Like, I went off more than her, and I'm not an Aries, so I just was like, I don't really know. Like, yeah, but they say they're very wrathful or whatever. My overall experience with Aries though is petty. it can be very petty. Like this one girl, I was talking to her boyfriend, on again off again boyfriend, and I took a picture at the dude's house, and you know, she's younger than me, like 4 years younger than me, so she's like 17, she was 16 at the time, and like I'm like, I used to be a 16-year-old girl, so I noticed that she hadn't put any comments or likes or, you know, like really like hard eyes or anything like that under any of my other posts. But when I posted that picture of me at his house, she put heart eyes under my picture, and I'm like, I used to be a 16-year-old girl once, like I'm not stupid, I know what this means. And he was like, oh yeah, like she was being petty, like, and that's the 16-year-old girl way of saying like, oh, like, haha, I'm seeing you, I'm watching you, I know you with my mans, and I'm suspecting it. And like when she finally found out that I was, like, I'm not, by the way, I wasn't like, he wasn't cheating on her, they were on and again, off again. And like, I'm not a whore or home wrecker or mistress or anything like that. I was used, but yeah, they weren't together at the time, so I wasn't home wrecking or anything. But yeah, she had found out that I was, you know, sleeping with him finally, and she ended up unfollowing me on everything. Like, she was actually starting to like me because she didn't really understand the nature of what was going on. I think he was lying to her, telling her that I was with his friend the whole time. So when I finally got with his friend, it was like, oh, okay, like believable, you know what I mean? So I don't really know what happened, but yeah, she found out that we was talking and she unfollowed me on everything. So I feel like the best word for Aries would be petty. Like, I don't really know anything else about them. I follow some Aries on YouTube and they're pretty funny. They're really outgoing and little cray, but in a good way, you know, in a good way. So for the most part, Aries are cool, I guess. Taurus, you know, that's my sign. Next is Taurus, and that's my sign. And to me, I feel like there's so much that can be said about Taurus, and I don't want to talk about the most basic things that everybody already thinks they know about Taurus. So I'm gonna try my best to summarize Taurus in the best way possible. So to me, I'm not just saying this because, you know, it's my sign, but I feel like Taurus can be very, very sweet. One of the sweetest signs out of the zodiac. We can be very, very like good-hearted and good-natured. Speaking of nature, we love nature. Like, I love being outside, I love scenery. We do love the finer things. Yes, that's true. We do love money, but we like to work for our money. It's like we like to relax a lot, but we like to make money as well. And I feel like the only time you can really get us to like really go out there and make money is by being like, Taurus can be really lazy, so we don't really like to work. But I feel like if you be like, look, if you do this job, there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for you. I feel like that's how you reel us in. Like, we love money. One thing about Taurus, we have a bad temper. We do. We can have a really bad temper because we can get really possessive like a Leo. And I heard that Taurus men are horrible. I don't interact with Taurus men often, so I don't really know. But Taurus women are very sweet. Like, we're very nice and we're very nurturing and we're very giving, even when people don't deserve it. And we are definitely stubborn, bro, because we just don't like I don't know if anybody's seen that meme where the girl is outside throwing the stuff at the window and going off, and Michael Jackson is like, and it doesn't really matter if it, like, that's literally, and I saw somebody do that too, like say that when arguing with Taurus and Virgo. That's us, like in the car, and it doesn't really matter. Like, we Michael Jackson, like, we don't care. Like, I don't care what you're talking about. I hate when people push their ideology on me, try to tell me who I am. Like, that's our pet peeves. We don't like that. Like, if we say something, we standing on it. So yeah, we're stubborn. Like, we don't know, you're not gonna, we the zodiac where we're like, we don't care what you said. Like, that's not changing our point of view on things, or that's not changing our mind about how we feel about this thing. Like, you know, we get real fast, and it's like, so I have to freaking go wash my, I'm trying not to cuss, I'm gonna wash my fucking, see, I was trying not to say that, my again too, look at that. What the flip, yo? I gotta go wash this fucking comforter because I got paint on it. But I'm about to get to Gemini's, y'all. So as you can see, I'm pretty gone because what the hell. But anyways, Gemini's, they are, they talk a lot. Like, they talk a lot. They can carry conversations for, like, it's just like, they just talk a lot. Like, sometimes it seems like they don't know when to stop talking. Especially in arguments, like they will keep going with something. They'll just keep going. Or they'll be like, I said what I said and you heard me. Like, I'm gonna make sure you hear me. Like, I'm gonna make sure you hear me. Like, that's how they are. They're like, I'm gonna make sure you hear me. Like, that's on that. They're really like talkative, and they can be quick to push their, you know, how they feel, their narratives onto other people. And you know, I have a lot of close people in my life that are Geminis, and I realize that sometimes our dynamic can get a little rocky, and that's probably why, because, you know, I'm a Taurus. Like, they push, and I'm just like, that's pretty much all I can really say about Geminis. After Geminis, I think it's Cancers. So Cancers are really, I don't really know many Cancers. I don't really know many Cancers. Like, I feel like they can be really like reserved at times. They can be really like, I know that this is like typical cliche stuff that they say about Cancers, but I do sense that like they are really shy. They have a little trouble coming out of their shell. They don't always, you know, open up to people right away. They're kind of tucked off, but they're really cool. I don't have no problems with them. Like, they're cool peeps. They just keep to themselves pretty much. They stay out of the mix, so they're pretty cool. One of my friends from freshman year was a Cancer, and she was like really cool. She was always nice to me. Like, I don't really have anything bad to say about Cancers, so I feel like the only thing I could probably say about them is they kind of seem like they tend to lie to get out of things rather than just being like, no, I'm not going. Like how Taurus do. You know? No, for real. We be like, no, we're not going. Cancers be like, well, I have something to do. And it's like, no, you don't. Like, that's the only thing I sense from them. But other than that, they're pretty cool. I will say, though, that I did meet a, like, really toxic Cancer one time. And, oh boy, he was a mess. Like, he was really like, oh, it's all about me. Like, I'm that nigga, you know, I'm the shit. Like, his attitude was horrible. And, like, I was just like, you know what? And he was supposed to be a Cancer, but he gave me very much Scorpio vibes. But we'll get to Scorpios in a minute. Trust me, we'll get to fucking Scorpios. So now, Leos, bro, they are, like, they are the fakest confident people I've ever met in my life. Like, a lot of Leos do not have a backbone from what I've experienced, and a lot of them like think they're all big and bad and like they're the shit, and they always want to be the leader of everything, but like they can't lead. Like, I don't know, like, I just don't understand, like, how do you harness the power of a lion and be so spineless? Like, I don't know, all the Leos I know can be really like, they can be really like, just, I don't know. It's like when they go against an earth sign or an air sign, because, you know, air signs are really witty. They have that fast, like, boom, boom. Like, they got that mouth, that slick talk. And then, you know, earth signs, we're grounded. So we're just like, I'm not going to let you bully me. Because Leos are fire signs, and Leos are just, they just not, they want to be this, like, boom, boom, boom character. But really, they're just like, the minute you say something to them that they don't like, all hell breaks loose and they completely shut down. And like, I've shut down plenty of Leos in my lifetime, and I have yet to meet a strong Leo. Like, no Leo hate or anything, but I have yet to meet a strong Leo. Point me to one, because they're kind of weak to me. I mean, I've seen some pretty confident ones, and I've seen some ones that seem like they really, you know, do make good leaders, but all the ones that I've ever met in my life, like, weak. Just weak. I'm sorry. I think the next season is Virgo. Virgos they're cool. They well, I don't really know much about Virgos, to be honest with you. Like, some of them are like weird, some of them are like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I know one male Virgo who's just, he's like horrible. He's like the devil, like literally. And then I know some Virgos who are cool. Some of them are boring. Some of them are like chill. Like, you kind of really get what you get with Virgos. Like, I don't know many Virgos, so I'm sorry, you guys. I can't really speak too much on you guys. But anyways, let's talk about Libras. Libras are pretty cool. Like, I don't really know much about Libras either. Like, I know that Libra is the ruler of the planet. I know that Libra is the ruler of the planet Venus, so they're all about love. But to me, from what I've seen, they kind of have a little bit of trouble staying committed. I feel like they just like love, and like they just always want to be in love. They always want to be with people. Like, it almost seems like they can't live without being in relationships sometimes. But then again, they also have this wall that they kind of build, and they don't really want anybody to see certain things. Like, they don't want people to see that they're kind of like broken at times and that they get heartbroken and stuff, because they're like, okay, well, I can love anybody and I love everybody. I'll love anybody, you know. It's just that energy that I get from them. So, but I don't really know much about Libras though. I really don't. So yeah, let's take a moment to pour up. I got my Chardonnay here. One thing I forgot to say about Leos is that they can be very possessive, because like, I had a best friend one time that was a Leo, and like, she would get jealous when she would see me hanging out with other people, and I would get jealous when I saw her hanging out with other people. Like I said, Taurus can be really possessive too, like Leos. And yeah, they can be really possessive. They be like, look, even if I don't really want it, it's mine, so what are you doing? Like like, they're really strict about what is theirs and what's not, and you know. Sagittarius gets on my nerves, honestly. Sagittarius men especially. I don't know a whole lot of Sagittarius women, but Sagittarius men, they're annoying. One thing that I've noticed from Sagittarius as a whole, yeah, they're just annoying. Like, they always want to push what they want to do and what they want you to do, especially if it's for them, on you. Like, so like, they just always want to push, like, you do this. Like, I don't know, they just want to always dictate something. They always want you to go where they want to go or do what they want to do. Like, they don't really consider your feelings. Like, they almost are like manipulative. Like, they're really manipulative. They're kind of almost like a Scorpio. We're about to get to Scorpios. They're almost like a Scorpio. They're always manipulating people. They always want people to do what they want them to do. It's annoying. Like, especially like if it's for their own personal gain. Like, they're always gonna push you to do what they want you to do. And it's just really annoying. Like, my ex was a Sagittarius, and he always wanted me to do something that he wanted to do. Like, he never would let me do what I want to do. And you know, as a Taurus, I don't play that. Like, I'm like, I want to do what I want to do, you know what I mean? And he's like, no, I want to do what I want to do. And that just made us clash, like, completely, like, clash. And we fucking hated each other and was always fighting things. Sometimes even got physical sometimes, because we just fucking could not see eye to eye and we hated each other. My dad's a Sagittarius. He's always trying to live vicariously through me. So when I'm not doing something that he wants me to do, he's like, oh no, I'm cool. And then he'll just keep talking about it as if I don't understand that he's trying to get me to do what he wants me to do. And it's just like, but yeah, Sagittarius men are just a mess. I don't know many Sagittarius women, but stop being annoying to all you Sagittarius out there. I do like that y'all are determined. I have a Sagittarius moon, so like, you know, I'm always trying to get it how you live out here, you know what I mean? But so like, I like the determination, I like the drive, but I don't like that you want everything handed to you. Like, you gotta get up and do some things. Talking to my Sagittarius moons as well, like, you gotta get up and you gotta go get it. Like, stop trying to manipulate other people into getting it for you. That's how I feel about Sagittarius. So let's talk about the sign that I freaking hate, because I don't know if Sagittarius comes after Libras. I think Scorpio does, actually. And I skipped over it, and that's probably for a reason, because I want to save it for last, but we'll talk about Scorpios. So, fun fact about me, I fucking hate Scorpios. Like, I just don't like them. My freshman year of college, my roommate was a Scorpio, and she was the fucking devil. She was sex crazed. She was manipulative as fuck. She was a bully. She was always talking shit. She was paranoid as fuck. She was just like, she acted like she was so fucking big and bad. And then when I fucking put her in her fucking place and checked the fuck out of her, she got scared as hell and said she was gonna call the cops on me, and actually did it, called the cops on me. I still have to tell that story time one day, y'all. It's coming, but yo, I took a while to say anything about it because I was like, I'm over it and I don't want to talk about it anymore. But that bitch, if we gonna talk about Scorpios, we gonna bring her up. And the sad part about it is, the opposite of Taurus is Scorpio. So that's why we clash and don't like each other. I don't get along with Scorpios. They're just mean as fuck. Like, they always think that everything that they do is right. They act like they can do no wrong. They manipulate people. They use people. They fuck anything that moves. Like, they are the fucking definition of the line, I feel like fucking something, that Doja Cat said in that song Kiss Me More. Like, that's them. They fuck anything that fucking moves, and it's so fucking annoying. Like, I hate them. I'm sorry, I know I'm cussing a lot, but like, that's how I feel about Scorpios. Like, one thing I do notice about them that's good, because I don't want to keep pointing out the negative, when we can talk a little bit about positive. They do have big hearts, low-key. Like, they be caring even though they act like they don't care. And they do, I feel like they just need to be healed. And in times where they feel like they can't do it alone, they look to other people, and I feel like they become loyal companions at times. But for the most part, they're just the scum of the earth. I hate them. And I've actually met some healed Scorpios. Like, I know some healed Scorpios who are actually really nice people, actually really cool, actually not sex crazed, actually not manipulative, actually just cool people. But most of them that I've met so far are just terrible. Like, just terrible. But like I said, I know some cool Scorpios, so don't drag me in the comments saying, oh, you going off on Scorpios. I just know what an unhealed one looks like, and it's bad. And like, you know, people gotta understand, people can have other things in their chart too, but I feel like just underline, when you're an unhealed Scorpio, you're just ass. And I was told this by my friend Winklebottom, that like, yeah, unhealed Scorpios are like trash. Like, they need help, and it's just bad. But anyways, let's move on to Capricorns. So Capricorns, I don't know, like, some of them are cool. Like, I've met some cool ones in my life, but it's like they want to be their animal or whatever. They want to be the GOAT, the greatest of all time, you know what I mean? But they have insecurity issues as well, like Leos, you know, trying to be the shit all the time, and then they get shut down because it's like, you know, like, they won't show you that. See, that's the thing. Leos, they'll show you that they shut down. After you shut them down, get them quiet, like, you can tell that they're done. But like Capricorns, they'll kind of put on this front, like, you know, like, one thing that I always feel like when it comes to Capricorns is, can you say emotionally unavailable? Like, can you say emotionally unavailable? Like, can you say emotionally unavailable? Like, they're very emotionally unavailable. They don't like to express their feelings too much. And like sometimes they can be sensitive, like behind closed doors though. That's the thing. They're only really sensitive behind closed doors. It's really tough to get them to open up, but when they do, it's like, oh, like I could feel that you were holding that in, and I'm glad you finally let it out, you know what I mean? But yeah, they can be real cocky sometimes. They like to make money. Capricorn, they're kind of like how Sagittarius is. That's why Sagittarius season, like Capricorn season, happens right after Sagittarius season. And that's the commonality that I feel like they share. Like, they want stuff handed to them. Like, they're like, yeah, money, and yeah, I want to work for it, but well, I don't know. No, well, cause see that I feel like that's more Taurus though. I feel like Taurus are like, I gotta work for money, but money. I feel like Capricorns are more like, money, I'm gonna work for it, you know. But like, I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know. The ones that I've met, they always try to take the easy way out. Like, they always try to like do their own thing, like side hustles, or they try to take the easy way out to make money. So like I don't know, like they're always trying to get it like faster than everybody else. Like, they're always trying to show it off, and you know, I don't know. It's like their goal is to show you that they're trying to get to a bag. Like, that's kind of how it feels, even when they're really not. And that's just the vibe that Capricorns give me. And I've met a really evil Capricorn in my life too, like real just playing the victim, and oh no, it's not like that, and it's really like that, trying to manipulate the situation. They can be manipulative as well. And yeah, so I have a bittersweet relationship with Capricorns, but I've met some pretty cool ones. Like, one of my old suite mates from sophomore year was a Capricorn, and she's really cool. But yeah, I've met some pretty cool Capricorns, but I've also met some pretty ass Capricorns too. So next we have Aquarius season, and Aquarius season, yes, but next we have Aquarius, and Aquarius is really like, they don't really like to open up. Once again, another sign that it's kind of pretty much emotionally unavailable. Like, they don't really like to tell you what's really going on, and they do lie. Like, they be lying. They be like, oh yeah, I like this, or yeah, I want to do this with you, but really they don't really like it. Like, they don't always like to open up they mouth. And that's why I'm like, they're probably the most mute of the air signs. And I feel like they just, you know, when they don't really like something, they don't really say anything until later on when it's a whole argument, and it just be annoying sometimes. Like, my ex was an Aquarius, and he had like a hard time speaking up about some of the things that he didn't like that maybe I was doing, or that maybe was going on in our relationship. And you know, it just really bothered me, and it ultimately ended up being one of the reasons why we actually split. But yeah, I feel like Aquarius just do a better job of opening up. But see, that's the thing though, when they are open about their problems, it's just like they be going crazy. Like, they be like, fuck that shit, like I hate people and da da da, and it's like, alright, like calm down. So I don't really know how to feel about y'all. Y'all like, you know. Next, and I think lastly, we have Pisces season, because yes, after Pisces season is Aries season. So yes, lastly we have Pisces season. And Pisces, I just feel like, one thing that I've noticed about the Pisces in my life, or that I know, they have this tendency of like almost like playing victim. Like, they can be really sensitive, like the horoscope pages say. Like, that, yeah, I've noticed their sensitivity. You know, they're really like shy about things. They're like, oh, like I don't know if I can do this. Like, they're kind of insecure really. But I feel like when they like, I feel like they try to like kind of, you know, flaunt their insecurities to their advantage almost. And or like, if they know that, you know, people may be looking down on them, or they may be looking down on themselves, like they'll do this thing that that Jada be saying, like the fake narcissist. Like, they'll pull a fake narcissist. They'll talk about other people, they'll try to hype themselves up, and then they'll like be on their spam pages or on their like close friend pages like, oh, like I'm so insecure, you know what I mean? Like they kind of try to give off a false sense of confidence, or they'll try to give off like this, oh, you know, well, it's me, I'm motherfucking Shakespeare and life is a dream and you know, and like that's kind of Pisces, like, but they're cool for the most part. I don't have no real problems with Pisces. I feel like they're cool peeps, you know, you can get along with them easily, but you kind of gotta watch them sometimes because they can be really like low-key vindictive too. I feel like when they get mad, like they be wilding a little bit, like they be like, yo, like like now you get to see my crazy side, it's like, yo, like they're crazy. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know, like they're not crazy, I don't know, like I don't know too many Pisces, but I know a couple Pisces. They can be really sad and like, you know, they're really sad nigga hours, like, but they're cool people though for the most part. But yeah, that's me talking about you guys' zodiac signs, including my own. And if you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you are new to my channel and this is the first time that you're seeing the lovely Sid Simone's face, please subscribe, and next to that subscribe button there should be a post notifications bell, and I want you guys to go ahead and turn that on so you guys can know when I post. So thank you guys for tuning in. I love you, babies. Bye. Ooh, this shit. I gotta move my crystals.